day, viewers. Welcome to the program Art and Craft on U&I Evergreen TV. Today, we are the town of Ikpetumodu here in Ifenos local government in Osun State.
On Art and Craft today, U&I Evergreen TV crew went on an adventure to a town called Ikpetumodu, an ancient town in Osun State, the headquarters of the Ife North local government, which is under the leadership of traditional ruler with the title of Akpetumodu, which means the great king of Ikpetumodu. The adventure was basically on the making of the local pots, popularly known as ikoko. The process is known as pottery. Pottery is the act of making earthenware containers, the art of forming objects of clay in a moist plastic. Making a pot starts with the mining and preparation of clay, then blending it with water until it reaches a malleable state. Temper or matter-like ground sand, pebbles or old pottery, chopped dried grass, and dung or crushed chaff from winnowing grains, and rice is kneaded into the clay to decrease the shrinkage that occurs during the drying and firing processes. These tempers are added in various amounts but rarely go over 50%. Pots are generally coiled around a flattened base and then molded and smoothed into the shape. Sometimes an actual mold of pottery, wood, or a calabash is used. Once the desired form is achieved, they are left to be sun-dried before being wood-fired for the first time for at least 4 hours at a low temperature. This can be done over an open fire, or in more established communities, they will have pits or kilns to do the job. Pottery traces the very thread of existence of Africa's inhabitants. Simultaneously, art and craft, African pots represent both conceptual ideas and practical utility. At once durable yet fragile, they have endured for centuries, and through them we can start to imagine the artists who shaped their form with their bare hands and crafted their features with crude tools. Today on the program, Mrs. Adeoye Deborah, an apprentice to Mama Beatrice Akinloye, took us on a journey on how these pots were being made, the taboo around the making, the use, and other interesting things about it.
My name is Adeoye Deborah. I'm learning it from her. She's not my mom. I came here to learn because I have the interest in this job. So that's just the purpose. That's why I'm here.
Do you believe that something bigger will come out of this?
I believe that something big will come out of it, because after I determined after the learning that I also can simply establish.
Kí ló tẹ́ ṣe gbé sórí iyẹ̀pẹ̀ mi?
Kó lè ṣe é yọ ni. Lórí ṣe mo gbé kalẹ̀. Bí àbá sí lórí iyẹ̀pẹ̀ kò ní í ṣe é ṣe. Pàápàá. Nígbà tí bí mi lèmi ti ń kọ́. Ibẹ̀ ni a bí i sí. ibẹ̀ ni a bí ń ṣe ní ìyá mi ń ṣe níṣẹ́. èèwọ̀ pé èèwọ̀ rẹ̀ ojú wípé ńgbà àbàsún tábà kó ná a gbọ́dọ̀ múra sí torí òjò kójú ọ̀mọ́dì ni mọ́ inú rẹ̀ ibi tá a gbé ṣe nù lakọ́ parun sí pé bàbá kó dà lẹ́bàá ìtàn omi ọṣẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ débẹ̀ bó ṣe wà nílẹ̀ ọṣẹ omi ọṣẹ ò gbọ́dọ̀ débẹ̀ débi èpẹ́ kéèyàn máa fọṣọ kọ́ máa dà mí bẹ̀ kò dáa yóò máa rú bí ìgbà ọṣẹ rú náà ní téèyàn bá kó dà ná ìwọ ọbẹ̀ náà.
Iṣẹ́ oríran mi ni mò ń ṣe. Ìsàrẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ó lẹ́gbìn ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Iṣẹ́ oríran mi ni mò ń ṣe o. Ẹni bá jalè ló bọ́mọ jẹ́.
Béèyàn ń pọn mi tàkósà ti lówó lọ́wọ́.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Ẹ̀yin ará mi. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Béèyàn ń ru yẹ̀pẹ̀ tà ó lówó lọ́wọ́.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Ọ̀gá akóyẹ̀pẹ̀ akóyọ̀ọ́yọ́.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Àwọn tíṣà kíkọ́ ni ní ìwé.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Pots were used in rural communities for carrying water, the mass storage of food and milk, cooking food, serving and drinking beer. The most popularly one known widely is called isasun, used for cooking soup. It is believed that soup cooked with this locally made pot, known as isasun, can still stay warm for about 8 hours, which makes it the best kitchen utensil used in the olden days. Built for an entirely functional use, the pots were easily and cheaply made as long as clay is locally available.
Sister, trying to do the pots. So they first of all take there's some pieces of broken plastic there. So you take one out of it, just to reshaping it inside. So before you start continue. Inside is there.
What's the kí lorúkọ kíní yìí mama?
ẹlẹ́ àgbọn.
Kí ló dé fi ń lo kíní àgbọn mama?
Just to reshaping it.
Iṣẹ́ oríran mi ni mò ń ṣe. Ìsàrẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ó lẹ́gbìn ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Iṣẹ́ oríran mi ni mò ń ṣe o. Ẹni bá jalè ló bọ́mọ jẹ́.
Béèyàn ń pọn mi tàkósà ti lówó lọ́wọ́.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Ẹ̀yin ará mi. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Béèyàn ń ru yẹ̀pẹ̀ tà ó lówó lọ́wọ́.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Ọ̀gá akóyẹ̀pẹ̀ akóyọ̀ọ́yọ́.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Àwọn tíṣà kíkọ́ ni ní ìwé.
Iṣẹ́ níṣẹ́ jẹ́.
Okay, so this is piggy bank. Hope we all know this. Then it's used for saving our monies, our coins. Then, so I think people are still making use of it till now. So this is another size. You can see this even as a cover. I think this is also used as like a plate then to serve food. And we can see the big sizes too here. These are the ties they use then to fetch water from the stream. like this size is used to fetch water from the stream. You can see the big sizes here. This size is a cooking pot. You can see this here is a cooking pot. Just to make design.
Just to make design. So they use that pestle. They used to pound it very well. They pound it very well so that all the pieces of stones there, so you'll be able to dry. Then after that, when the bag is there, they will take it from that place down to this place. But they normally pound it on that wood that is there, so that when they are pounding it, another stone from ground will not be able to come in again. So when they take it down there, but they first of all wet it with water, but the water will not be too much because they take it from the well. So after they have poured little water, so when they take it down to this place again, they use that nylon to cover it for a while. So after they now poured another water again. So after they take it down to this place, they will start pouring water small. They take it little by little and remove the stone again. So they start smash everything together. So when they want to start the molding like this, so it's depends on the size that they want to make. So like this one, so they first of all take a small mold like this. So they take it, they put the ash on the ground to make it flat a little bit like this. So we not make it flat much. So you see it's like this. So you now put another ash. They put it on the top of the bottle. The pot that they want to make use of. So after removing that one, so they now put this. They put it on it. After they will now put another ash.
Decoration of vases happens once the pot has completely dried. The potter can choose between adding extra shapes like human or animal figures and geometric or abstract forms to the face, or incising motifs like zigzags or cross hatchings with a sharp blade or object. Handles or lids can be molded and attached to add on the pot, or texture patterns can be impressed with rowlets. Most of these designs are done before firing and will generally be more permanent, enduring intensive use. Pottery is craft that survives in various communities in Africa. Pots are still used for transporting either water or beer and are produced with adherence to traditional methods. Conversely, the tradition of making pots is not always perceived as something that has value, something that is worth holding on to, especially in this new world of plastics and tin. For the carrier, earthenware is both fragile and weighty and is not always the preferred option when the container is required to serve a utilitarian purpose.
I hope you've learned one or two things, and I hope you enjoyed the program. So meet me same time on same station on the channel U&I Evergreen TV. And please, before you go, don't forget to comment. You can also put your own suggestion and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.